Good afternoon and welcome to Lunch with Loretta at Choice Farm Market. And today we're going to talk a little bit about what it takes to be a business owner, to be an entrepreneur, a farmer, kind of a day in the life of, if you will. So what time do you get up in the morning?
Well, get up before light, whenever light is, and I try to make use of every hour of daylight throughout the year.
So usually in the spring and in the summer, I'd say our alarm goes off at 5:30 at the latest.
Yeah. I'd like to be outside at least by 6, but I like to have a cup of coffee and watch the news too before I go out. So, weather completely controls about 350 of the 365 days in a year for me, because there's seldom a day where the weather does not impact what I do and how I do it. So I like to be really dialed in on, so I'm not surprised by things, and because my planning it's not just for that day, it's for tomorrow and next, as far out as a week from then, because you can't do everything. Things have to have a sequence, and in order to get to this step, you need to do this, and this, and sometimes that can't all be done in a day. Like, putting up hay, that's a 4-day proposition. There's the day that you cut it, and then the day that you ted it, the day that you rake it and bale it, and then if you're making round bales, then you got to go get them before they get rained on, hopefully, and get them back in the barn. So, getting the seed in the ground, critical, long days. Then, that's followed up by spraying. And again, extremely weather driven. You can't have too much wind, it can't be raining. Crops got to be ready for it. The weeds have got to be, at the point that they need to be sprayed. Then you get into making hay, and that they kind of all meld together a little bit. A lot of times we're putting up hay while we're spraying, and sometimes still planting. It depends on how far things get drawn out. Then the haymaking comes, then the wheat comes in July. Straw has to be baled after that. And then continuous motion of hay. Hay is always, there's every 4-day window that doesn't have rain in it, there's usually hay laying on the ground somewhere on our farm, because we put up quite a few acres of hay. We put up hay for neighbors as well. So constantly concerned with that. And then, working your way through the summer, you get into the late August, early September part. That is the opportunity that I have really to do anything that we're going to do to improve the adventure. Because there's really, it's not as intense right then. There's still the livestock to handle every day, twice a day, and so forth, but it's not as intense as it is May through August 15th, say. Then the end of September, when soybeans start to get ripe, then this is the marathon. The harvest is the marathon. That starts when the leaves start to fall on the trees, basically. Soybeans get ripe 20th, 25th or so of September, usually. And again, those days are long, very long and grueling. And it's not one day. We generally can harvest about half as much in a day as what we can plant. So harvest is twice as long. And a great harvest is wrapped up by opening day of gun season. That's always the goal. But it doesn't happen that way every year. This year, well, we weren't done until well into December, because we had so many delays with the wet fall. And there's nothing you can do about that. Harvest finishes. Then there's, pens to haul at home, manure pack to clean, and try and get that done before snow flies or whatever. And then you kind of get a little bit of time where it's, more of a 10-hour day, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of days that I don't get out the door till 7 in the morning, and I'm done by 5:30, 6 o'clock at night throughout the winter, which isn't hard to take, but kind of got to recharge a little bit for the summer. So.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Please let us know in the comments. I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs that follow us, and if there's something you'd like to see us do in the future, go ahead and mention that too. We love hearing from you guys. If you guys like what we're doing, please like and share our social media, and if you miss an episode, you can catch us up on our YouTube channel, Choice Farm Market. Have a great day.